kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Oklahoma State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away at man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Tucker. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Using his legs, it's Welsh. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying play action. Wiggles free. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. It'll be a draw. Sweet feet on the move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep...
He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes a connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Off play action on first down. Brings it in down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Right back to him on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw on third down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Finds his man enough for the first. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Off play action. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to run for it. And the Cowboys get enough for the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. He'll try to do it himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth in the route. Nice work between those two.
On second down, just keeps firing. Skips away from pressure. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Afterburners coming. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quick strike complete. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard trot. Oh, they block it! First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The handoff to Johnson. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll pull it down and run. And the Cowboys are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Third and short is just tough, right? The whole playbook's open. You can run the football, you can throw the football, and then, by the way, you can also run the ball with the quarterback after you call the pass. So what do you want me to do? Here, you take the clipboard.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense in press coverage. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Sims. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. And this one splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Stanford. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got loose, it was all over. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Bulldozes him. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Duarte. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far, staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Beisel, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And here they come, almost all the way back. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man,
he's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Shakes off the defender.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coach?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Got his man. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it, moving away from pressure. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets away. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
He's going to run it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of.
He lets one fly deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes out of the end zone. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games.